Welcome everyone. My name is Radil Mahbub, and I hope you're all fine in the midst of this present pandemic. Today we're going to talk about flags. Now, flags are used for many different reasons: for cultural programs, to define a territory or a country, or even to show that this ship belongs to this country. So today we're going to see the meaning of these flags. So here we have the flag of our own country, Bangladesh. The green background represents the greenliness of our country and the youthfulness of our people, the Bengali people. Now the red circle here represents two things in particular. At first, it represents the blood, the amount of blood that we had to give for the sake of our liberation against the Pakistan army. And if you notice, it is a bit to the sides because when it appears on the hoist, on the stick, it will look like it is in the center. So because of this, it has been called the most clever flag ever. And you can see here, this is the state of Bangladesh. It's a bit like Cyprus, this flag, and this was the original war flag, and it is still used in times of war, but it was later taken away from the national flag because it was too difficult. This was first raised on 2nd March 1971 and designed by Kamrul Hassan. This is the flag of India, our neighboring country. This is the modern flag. This was the flag of the Indian Revolution. This orange. It is orange, white, and green. Now the orange represents disinterestedness. The leaders of a country must not be self-conceited and must think of the welfare of other people. The green represents our relation with the soil in a similar way to our flag. And this white, it means it shows the way to heaven, like the path to truth and greatness. In the middle is a wheel. That's a wheel, not a sun. And this is the Dharma Chakra, created by Emperor Asoka. It shows the wheel of law, how law must continue for on and on. This is the old flag, and it represents the Hindus in red, the Muslims in green. This is the same green used a bit lighter, and this represents the peace between these two countries. And the spinning wheel represents Gandhi's wish to make India self-sufficient. As a side note, the spinning wheel was formerly used in the old Indian flag before the new one came along. This is the modern flag of the Philippines. The Philippines, these two represent the two districts, major districts of the Philippines. And this triangle here, not the stars in it, the triangle represents the liberty. It represents liberty. And the sun, this is the sun in the middle. And if you notice carefully, and if you pause the video, you will see that it has 8 arms, 8 rays, and these 8 rays each represent a Philippine province. There are 8 Philippine provinces, and these 3 stars represent a Philippine state. So district, 2 districts, 3 states, 8 provinces. And this is the flag of the Philippine Revolution. This was first raised in the Battle of Alapan in 1863, and this is the flag of the Philippine Revolution situated at Caipan. The 3 Ks here, I'm not sure what it means, but it is something like liberty, equality, fraternity. And the red color comes from the fact that the rebels used to sign their papers in their own blood. That is something. This is the South Korean flag. It is known as the Taeguki, and this is not the yin-yang symbol. No, this is the equality between the positive cosmic forces and the negative cosmic forces. This is the balance between good and bad that everything must achieve. This is the teguki. This part is the teguki. And this white denotes peace, that we must live in peace with nature and the spirits. And these 4 trigrams, these are called, these represent the 4 natural elements of South Korean mythologies: air, fire, water, and earth. It has a very simple meaning, and it is still used today. Now we're moving on to Africa. This is the flag of Egypt. This one, the lower one. This red shows the blood of the martyrs, like our flag. This shows purity of heart. The white band, the red and white band, denote the blood of martyrs and the purity of heart, respectively. The third line is darkness and evilness, and since it is situated below the first 2 lines, it shows that we must give blood and have purity in our hearts to overcome darkness. And in the middle is the presidential heirloom known as the Eagle of Saladin. It formerly looked like this, and before that there was another kind of hawk. That was the eagle. That was the falcon of the Quraysh clan. The red, white, and black has been used by many other countries in the Middle East. This is the country of continental Africa, Mozambique. Now this is the only country in the world with a modern firearm, a AK-47. The firearm represents vigilance, and this hoe over here represents like hard work. This is the star of Marxism, and there was actually quite a stir when some people thought that it represented communism. It does not represent communism, it represents Marxism. This green band over here represents the soil, like our flag. This yellow line represents the minerals of the country. It is very rich in minerals, especially gold. And this black represents the fertility of our country, of the country. Okay, and you can see the book over here. I nearly forgot. This book represents the great importance of education. It has the highest education spending of all countries. Now this, we all know what this country is, the US. Now if you pause the video, you will see that there are 13 bands over here of red and white, and 50 stars over here on a blue surface in the canton. Now originally this had the Union Jack, the flag of Great Britain here, because it was the flag of the Continental Army. Later, when the state became independent, there were 13 stars here representing the 13 original states, and now they just increase every star for one new district, US district, and these 13 bands represent the original 13 districts which rose up against the British. This is the flag of Brazil. Over here, you can see this band saying "Ordem e Progresso." This is Spanish for order and progress. Order must be achieved through progress is achieved through order. Now, see these stars? This is no coincidence. This is the position the stars were in when Brazil became a republic, an official republic. This golden rhombus, it's gold, not yellow. This represents the gold. Brazil has a lot of gold. And this green represents the Amazon rainforest, the largest rainforest in the entire world. It actually had a flag which kind of looked like the American flag. Now we're moving on to Europe. This is the flag of France. It is called the tricolore in French. Now the red, blue and red represent the city of Paris. These two are the Parisian colors. And it also represents the two main churches of Paris. In the middle, this white band, it represents peace between the nobility, the clergy, and the working class, and also the former empire which they destroyed. This is the flag. This is our final flag. This is our final flag for today. It is called the flag of Russia. Now this looks very similar to the French flag, but yes, it is very common. Many other countries in the world use a tricolor of pretty much the same design. Formerly, the king of Russia wanted his flag to be more colorful than his old white, black, and yellow flag. So they came up with this idea. After the Russian Revolution, which toppled the monarchy, they went for this flag, the USSR flag, or the Soviet Union flag. The red is the standard color of all communist countries, and it shows the blood of communist martyrs. And the hammer and sickle, these mean the farmers, and the hammer means the workers of the country. And this shows that they must have unity, overseen by the star of leaders. Oh, sorry, I nearly forgot. This is the flag of the United Kingdom. It is also called the Union Jack. Remember how I said that the US flag had the Union Jack in its canton? This was the flag here. It is actually made of these three flags over here. This is St. George's Cross of England, St. Andrew's Cross of Scotland, and St. Charles Cross of Ireland. This is the flag which was used during the American Revolution and most of the British Raj days. And this is the modern flag. It has St. Charles Cross over here. St. Andrew's Cross is like the white band over here, and the blue background. And this is St. George's Cross.